Business insurance can protect owners from many situations. One of which is a temporary shutdown, top of mind for many small business owners. Great to have personal finance expert Barry Choi back on the show. Hello, Barry.
Good morning.
Okay, so there's a recent survey that was done. I find this very fascinating.
Yeah.
That's almost like 40% of business owners do not have insurance.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
It's kind of crazy because a lot of business owners know that business interruption could be a problem, but like you said, 40% don't have business insurance. So to me, it's kind of like a disconnect. Maybe a lack of knowledge, and I certainly feel it. We were talking off air before, like when I first started freelancing, I had no idea I needed insurance until a client asked me, right? Yeah. Some people might think, oh, I don't have employees, so I don't need insurance, but you know, I honestly think sometimes they just might not understand where it benefits them. So let's talk about practical examples.
Okay, so where can you get it from?
Yeah,
So
let's just use like some examples first to really paint that picture. So let's say you own a bakery and then there's a fire. Obviously, your business is going to be interrupted. You don't want that because you're not going to make money. Let's say you have a basement office, right? A lot of people work from home now, and there's a flood. Or if you own a flower shop and a delivery truck kind of backs into you by accident, that's property damage, right? Or let's say you're a contractor on a job site and you get injured. No one wants to see an employee get injured. So these are instances where insurance could protect you. But you know, you're asking, where can people get insurance? You know, every business is unique, right? So I always tell people, talk to a licensed TD insurance advisor because they can show you how small business insurance can safeguard you from financial uncertainties. And you know, talking to a TD insurance advisor gives you an opportunity to ask questions and to find out how it could work for you. And understandably, not everyone has time to talk to someone on the phone. When was the last time you talked to someone on the phone?
Yeah.
Right? But you know, the easiest way, go to tdinsurance.com, click on small business, get a quote online, and learn more about it that way.
Yeah, because insurance, sometimes you can be overinsured, but with certain things, insurance is undervalued.
Undervalue is a term I love because, you know, think about it as a small business owner or even just as someone who has insurance at home. We all have insurance, right? Every single year you get that insurance statement. How often do you look at it? Let's be honest.
Never. You just pay the bill.
Right, you pay the bill, you're like, oh, I'm insured, I'm good. But as a small business owner, those things could change every single year. So it's like worth the while to take a look at it and be like, oh, do I need different insurance, right? Has my business grown? Am I offering different services? Do I have employees? So these are things you want to think about. But on top of that, think about consolidating insurance. You know, we all know that if you bundle your insurance, you can potentially get a discount. But sometimes as a small business owner, you might have purchased insurance some time earlier and then you forgot. It's like, oh, I need this. But you forgot who you got your insurance the first time. Once you really start looking at your details, that's where you can start to save.
It's very topical right now with what's going on with Canada Post. You know what I mean? With the Canada Post strike and it being over the holidays, like a lot of small business owners are kind of freaking out about it because this is the biggest time of the year for them.
Exactly, and this is technically a type of business interruption, but at the same time, I'm not entirely sure how that Canada Post affects a business because it is separate. And this is what I mean why it's really important to talk to a licensed TD insurance advisor because they can at least explain to you, and hopefully business owners have already talked to them to figure out how to mitigate the risks overall and find out, you know, how are things going to happen if this is a business time of the year. That said, I was driving in, I heard Canada Post is still negotiating.
Yeah.
So hopefully things get resolved very quickly. No one wants to see a strike.
No,
right?
definitely for any of those small business owners because we're always thinking about them at this time of the year because a lot of people, as you say, they have that passion, they have that idea, but there's so many other parts to it besides like making the best bagel in town. You know what I mean? You still have to cover your butt when it comes to the business stuff.
That's the crazy thing, right? Like I certainly get it. Insurance is for a lot of people, it's the last thing on their mind. They're so focused, exactly as you said. I want to focus on my business. I want to grow the business. I want to serve my community. I want to have that best bagel in Hamilton, or maybe the best bubble tea in Hamilton, right? But you know, think about things. If you want to have a successful business, you need to have outside help. So whether that be an accountant, software, freelancers on your staff, you want people to help you out.
Good stuff. Barry Choi, personal finance expert, back on the show with us this morning. Hook it up with our website, cach.com/morninglive.